Alright, what is up YouTube? It's your boy, Tony G, back with another video. And this time, since we did that PvP last time, figured we'd do another PvP. This time with gold SCV, Korean gosu, versus ppicka, aka Super V Pro. We've seen him before. He's won a season by picking protoss, so he is pretty good protoss player. And I believe he did request a PvP because that is his best chance of beating this Korean monster, his best matchup. So let's see how gold SCV does this. ppicka tends to not mind if he goes into the late game with protoss. He doesn't care if he plays a 6-hour game. And gold SCV, he does not enjoy that. He wants to end this as soon as possible. So I think we're going to see a really aggressive game from red, and we're going to see more of a defensive game from blue, especially with the spots. Blue might tend to maybe play a little bit more aggressive because he's not in a corner, maybe not wanting to play in a late game, but still I don't think he's going to mind that. He might just turtle and expand. But we do see, we're actually going to see, okay, look at that, we actually are going to see the Nexus first from Mr. ppicka. But maybe they don't know. Maybe this wasn't Arbizar. No, that's what they both picked protoss. So he is going to go Nexus first, which is a little bit risky, I think, in PvP. But if you're not scouted right away, it can get you in a really big advantage. You can get that economy just bumping, and especially if it's not scouted, you can suddenly just get a big lead. But if it is scouted, your Mr. Gold SCV will probably be applying a lot of pressure. Mr. First Proby is going to go up into the top middle position, and he is actually going to find him on his very first scouting location. So this is absolutely not good for ppicka. He has picked a worse open, and he is going to be scouted. So he's going to be able to see right away that is a Nexus first, and we're going to see just how aggressive it is. He did just cancel he canceled a gateway and actually threw down a Nexus, so that is going to be his reaction. He, instead of trying to kill him with that, he is going to just try to equal out the economy. Since ppicka might also get super defensive now that he does see that, that could be a good call here. Just the third pylon going down for Mr. Gold SCV, no gas or anything yet. Usually those, there we go, double gas going down right there. That's what I say, those Koreans like to get that super duper quick gas. Not something you usually see from the foreigners, because it does require, it is quite risky. You have to be quite confident in your build, in your micro, in everything to keep all of these little units alive, because if they die and the blue player is able to put on some counter pressure, you could be in some big trouble. So these builds rely on really keeping these units alive, these high APM builds, to get away with this kind of stuff. You see the cybernetics core going to go down, so he is going to get his tech really far ahead while just keeping these units distracted, having 2 zealots on 2 fronts just microing around, moving those guys back. I'm not sure exactly what his game plan is with all of these zealots other than just buying time. He is going to send that probe home. I imagine he's going to go either for, I imagine he's probably going to go for both, since he does have 2 ghosts. He's probably going to go for a robotics and a citadel of Adun. He does have the 200 gas for the robotics right now. I imagine he is going to throw that up first. These 2 zealots still getting some harassment down to Forge, and 2 gas for our blue player going to come down. No, we do. Okay, so we are going to see the Citadel of Adun first, so he's going to go for those quicker DTs to, I guess, make sure that no counter pressure can do anything, maybe possibly get a win if there isn't enough cannons up. The blue player is going to get a scout off and see that the Citadel of Adun is up, that the gas and cannons are all just pumping away here. Almost picked off a probe there, but not going to happen. The robo is going to be thrown down now before the cybernetics core is built for our blue player here. The supplies, though, he is ahead in supplies, so he does have a bigger zealot army and maybe a couple more probes, but he is farther behind on the tech tree here. Lots of zealots going to be maybe battling it out here. A probe is joining the fray, maybe going to try to get some pylons and cannons up to do some counter pressure of his own, seeing that he may have an army lead because of the quick tech from our red player only having 2 gateways as well, throwing down a 3rd gateway. Now he did get the robo, is going to be completing now, and he's going to throw down 2 more gateways, so he's going to have 4 gateways. The pylon is starting to be built, going to be trying to get that, make sure that red can establish his choke and then maybe push as well. He is going to go up for this robotics facility. If he's able to pick this off, that could be big time, because this is all of his tech that he has invested in. Going to go after this robotics, that would be big time. He's going to lose all of his army to gift this, so that might stop this cannon rush from going up. But that is definitely going to slow down the tech big time. He did start throwing down another Templar of Archives down over here. He was able to build out 2 DTs, but that was a huge pickoff for blue. Very nice stuff there. The DTs though now are going to be out before these cannons are up. If he is able to stop that, this pressure will be over, because no observers are at least going to be out for a little while. These DTs just getting enough DPS in time. Oh, one more swipe, but he got that little bit of a mismatch from my goldscv. He's gonna let that cannon get up. Oh my goodness, big stuff right there. That was huge. 1 HP. He just moved away 1 second too quick on that detection, and those zealots were able to pick it off with the detector photon cannon being up. And now this pressure is going to continue. Mr. ppicka, very nicely done here, doing a lot of pressure to Mr. Korean Gold SCV here. The robotics, you can see how delayed that is now. He wanted that up a lot earlier. He is not in a good situation now, maybe a little bit late on those extra gateways here. You can see that he definitely has the minerals to be producing zealots from that. You basically no reason not to have at least 4 gateways, even with this crazy build up PvP. I feel like that's definitely the minimum you need. Maybe 3 if you really go through, but I think 2 is just not enough versus protoss player who did go 4 gates. And we're seeing what's happening because of that. Maybe Gold SCV not taking him quite seriously enough, going to throw down though 2 robos. We're getting a similar situation here, where I guess when this is happening to you, your really only chance is to mass robo and go in for those reaver drops into the reaver recall. You really have to go for that late game once you've lost your base, since you can't really have any spot to build any gateways. These cannons and zealots continuing to pressure. I'm not sure if we are going to see a drop from red, or if he's just going to go for the reaver breakout. We do see the first reaver is going to be out for blue after picking that off. Going to load up 2 zealots and try to get some probidobes here. Going to be difficult to do. We do have a reaver here that will be on the defense, that will be helping out with a lot of cannons. We'll see how this goes. We will see how this goes. Reaver scarabs are pretty dumb, but they also can be absolutely deadly if they're clicked properly. We're going to see 1 shot go! No! But it does not blow up for some... Or it does blow up, but it doesn't do any damage. For some strange reason, the scarab bomb that blows up didn't do anything. The explosion didn't blow... Or I don't even know, but I think the explosion didn't do any damage. Ridiculous. Just ridiculous. We are going to see the first reaver coming out here. Is going to attempt to break out. He does have reaver speed, or shuttle speed, which is going to be helpful. He's getting a lot more gateways up here. He is now taking this a little bit more seriously, realizing that this could be game over if he doesn't do something here. Losing map control, losing his own base control, is going to have a lot of reavers and drops out there. It's going to, I think if he's able to reestablish his base, it is going to be back in his favor, as corner spots are just so much better than these middle spots. Definitely not much defense here for our blue player. A drop is going to go in. High Templar is going to get 52 pros. Oh my goodness gracious. ppicka not paying attention. His and yeah, that's going to be basically GG there. Another 7. I was like, oh my gosh, that's his whole economy there, going to be thrown into the going to be put into the the time machine, go thrown back into the Stone Age. That drop, absolutely devastating. Red now going to try to just break out with units, doesn't need those Reavers anymore, knowing that Blue's economy is just in shambles. He just has to continue to apply pressure, make Blue spend some minerals on stuff he doesn't exactly want. This could be the evener outer, but it just gets taken out basically right away before that one zealot is even able to distract those cannons from any shots. Red going to take out these last couple cannons, get his base back under control, and yeah, just have a humongous lead now that you can see from the supplies, the minerals. Blue just absolutely devastated with that one drop, just not paying attention, and that is what can happen. You don't, but here it goes, it could be the even out drop, 2 drops gonna go down, but Red did not even attempt to pull, so that is just going to kill the couple of probes that were mining. That's really gosu to do if the Red player is gonna pull the probe, right? 'Cause that's basically the path that they have to go, then there's no escaping. But guess what? If you don't pull, then you just absolutely miss everything. So that's a little bit of a meta storm there. Red not falling for it, not even going to attempt to pull the boys there and keep most of his economy alive. Going to come over here and start the counter pressure. There is one DD here. I don't think, well, I'm not sure if he has an observer quite yet. No, he does not. So he is going to go back into his base. Make sure he doesn't lose anything that he does not need to. Red or Blue going to try to reestablish his choke before Red can get another attack off. But these dropships are all full. Hardly any defense here at the home for Blue, and I don't know how he could possibly ever stop this Reaver High Templar drop here. That is going. Oh no, he didn't even send in a Reaver. This is just another High Templar drop here, but 3 High Templars and 2 Zealots is just not going to be fun. He was able to pull 12, but every other probe is going to fall, and that will basically be the devastation station. Game-ending move right there. I can't imagine that a 47 mineral, 12 probe non-Korean can take down a Korean who has hardly taken any resource damage, any economy damage really. Blue was able to apply quite a good amount of pressure and maybe could have pulled this game off if he was able to pull, but now these Reavers going to come in here, and only 1 cannon, 2 Zealots are going to be here to stop this. They are just going to ignore it, go right for the main, and it doesn't take many Reaver shots to take down a main, especially if you have that upgrade. And if this main goes down this early with that little of an economy, oh, but it doesn't, it lives. Maybe Blue can pull this off, but no, goldscv is going to say, get out, noob. ppicka going to LOL at that. And yeah, I think that is going to be a GG. I don't think we're going to see a GG, especially with something as positive as that. One more Reaver going to come in here, drop to take out that main. Kabamo, go trash after asking for a remake. goldscv being the play beacon of positivity that he is. We are going to go see a remake. And yeah, GG, nicely done there. Good little entertaining game by 2 gosus. Yeah, lots of back and forth play. goldscv is going to come out on top with that 288 APM and defeat the ppicka, the guy who loves to pick P. And yeah, GG, and until next time, it's your boy.